Hello everybody, this is Moses from Zother Gardens, and this is episode 184 of Gardening Without Edits. I just finished 183 and I stopped myself and I decided to make it another video. I have been getting a lot of questions here in California. Let me flip it up, the camera. You see all the rain, pouring rain this morning and more rain coming, dark clouds coming from that direction. A lot of rain here in California. But I've been getting a lot of questions, most likely from followers in California, which I have a lot of. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sticking around so long for my channel. But the question is, everybody's freaking out, which is rightfully so, especially if it's a lot of rain. Everybody's freaking out, a lot of people, because they see beautiful, which, by the way, I freak out as well. If I see my trees flowering, and I don't see bee activity, I freak out, because there's only a small, window of opportunity where the bees or anything can come out to pollinate. And if it's raining and windy, they don't want to come out. So I spend a lot of time in the garden, and anytime it's ever stopped raining like it has now, anytime it's stopped raining, the bees come out. So you can see right now there's one bee. I don't want to bother him or her, or I forgot. Are they all females? I don't remember. Okay, see, I made it angry, I don't want to make it angry. I want it to pollinate. So, but you see, it rained all morning. It stopped raining. The bees are coming. I think there's only one or two there, but they'll always arrive because they're hungry. But the other thing is, I did a lot of research online, scientific data research, with rain. Now I know that plants can wind pollinate, especially olives and apples. They can wind pollinate it, but I don't know about plums. This is a green sour Persian plum, genetic. Sorry for the train, by the way. But before rain comes, there's typically a lot of wind. That wind will hopefully help pollinate. But the study that I've read states that when it rains, it's not good for pollination at all, because what happens is the pollen, my thought process without reading a study, is that a rain would drip into the flower, collect pollen, and fall onto another flower and pollinate that one. That's not how it works, according to the study. The study states that, if I find the study, I'll put it in the description. The study states that when the water touches the pollen, the pollen clumps up and then just falls off, basically falling to the floor. So if you see bees that's why I mentioned on I think my community page or on Instagram, I mentioned this year, if you're in California, if you see bees in your garden, step out of the garden, because they may not come back for a couple days because of so much rain. Leave them alone. They do not like people around them, and I know very well, because I'm always trying to film them for my channel over these years, and they hate it. They always fly to the other side or fly away. So, but yeah, keep an eye on your garden. Whenever it stops raining, they usually come by and pollinate. A lot of rain. So, but yeah, look at the Santa Rosa plum. Look how many plums are gonna be this year. Every branch, look at this. Isn't that amazing? Well, this is the ultra dwarf weeping. Side notes kind of thing. Just look at all this. Thank goodness. Food prices are going up. The food quality is going down, but the prices are going up. I'm not the type of person to say these things, and I won't, but I just knew things would happen, and I prepared myself by planting a perennial garden and not sharing it to myself, my knowledge. I shared it to meaning I didn't keep it to myself. I shared it with the world, with this channel. I shared everything I know. I didn't keep anything a secret. I even wrote a free ebook that I did. Now I'm going at 4 minutes and 40 seconds now, but because this would be the last video for today. I'm tired. You'd be surprised how heavy a phone could be in your hand. It's surprising, especially when you do a tour like 20 minutes. But I always knew something like this would happen in the world. Not like a prep or anything. It's just I knew, because you could see it. Prices are going up. Food production is not as much, and the quality is not as much. So I said to myself, I'm good at gardening. I've always been. When I get a house, I gotta plant everything I can. And that's why everything is perennial. Asparagus, chives, herbs, fruit trees, garlic isn't perennial, but it is in a way for me, because I leave some garlic in the ground to give garlic for next year. So I don't really plant. I've only planted once, and I only harvest half, and I leave the rest in the ground. Cilantro, I don't, if anybody's just watching for the first time, this is only a little portion of my garden that you're looking at here. I have about, I think currently 72 fruit trees, front, back, and side of the house. That's just fruit trees. You got to do it. Even if it's on a windowsill with a pot of mint and herbs, you got to do it, because even those are extremely expensive in the store. I did a post on YouTube community page and Instagram and everywhere else. I was going to buy parsley starts instead of doing my own parsley, which I did it over here. My parsley starts. This is cilantro right here. Then there's parsley, a flat leaf, and a curly leaf. The flat leaf is my own variety that I have. It's a really big, almost the size of my hand, the leaf of parsley. And here's more parsley. So please get what you can. I was gonna buy the parsley. Sorry, my daughter's confused me. I was gonna buy the parsley for a little pot. It was almost $6 for basically 2 little parsley plants in a pot. $6, $5.48 or something. That's insane. Just a year ago, it was $3.49. Double the price, almost. I don't know. Anyways, I gotta get back to barbecuing. It's ready now, thank goodness. Or almost ready. Happy gardening, everybody. Plant whatever you can now, okay? Listen to me. Plant. Even if it's in pots, you're not gonna regret it. Plant and keep yourself healthy. Happy gardening, everybody. Bye.